Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, my name is Crystal. Let's go ahead and get started. We're all in a seat. This will be chair yoga today. So you just want to try and get comfortable with the soles of your feet flat on the floor. Your arms are somewhere in your lap. Back is against the chair back. Pretend I have one here. I'll try and sit up nice and straight. The neck, head in line with the spine, so you don't want to look down, you don't want to look up. You just want neutral gaze straight ahead. And if it's comfortable for you, go ahead and close the eyes. And let's all try to get centered into this space right now. We'll take the next 30 minutes just for ourselves to concentrate on the breath, to look inward for these next 30 minutes, trying to gain some peace and relaxation. You want to take deep breaths and try to make the lengths of your inhales and exhales about the same. So you may want to start out just counting to yourself on your inhales and exhales to try to make sure they're about the same. The chest should be rising. Maybe if you're doing deep breathing, you feel the belly rise as well. Shoulders are back, not humped over or slouched over. And take a couple more breaths here. On your next inhale, let's take the arms out to the side and float them overhead so the arms are up, hands are pointing to the ceiling. We'll do a side bend to the right. So take the right arm or hand and grab left wrist, and let's do a side bend to the right, providing a stretch in the left side of the body. You should feel that stretch from the waist all the way up to the shoulder. You want to make sure you are not leaning forward, but try to find a nice line from the left side body all the way up the shoulder to the arm. Take another inhale and start to come back up with the hands to the ceiling. Arms are straight, hands open wide with space in the fingers. Take another breath, and then left hand grabs right wrist. And we'll side bend to the left this time. Making sure to leave some space there so we're not sort of slouching over in the right. We've got a nice line going from that waistline all the way up the right side of the body. Take another breath here. Inhale, back to center. Arms are all the way up. Let's take a baby back bend. And on the exhale, fall all the way forward. Fingers touching the ground. And breathe here. Head hangs heavy. No tension in the neck. Take another breath. And inhale for a halfway lift. Let the fingertips find the shins. Gaze is still to the floor. Inhale, and on your next exhale, fall forward again. on an inhale, let's come all the way up to the top, hands to the side, floating up once again, overhead, and we'll take those same side bends. So right hand grabs left wrist, take an inhale, and exhale over to the right. Continue to breathe. Inhale back to center. Take another breath. This time, left hand finds right wrist. Take an inhale and exhale out as you side bend to the left, finding a nice stretch in the right hand, or right side body. Don't forget to breathe. And let's inhale back to center. This time, let's look up, arms are strong, hands reaching high, fingers parted, gaze is up between the hands. Let's do a baby back bend. Take an inhale and exhale, fall forward all the way down. Fingertips are on the floor, and breathe. Inhale to halfway lift, fingertips find chins. Exhale, fall forward. And this time we'll inhale, hands back to our lap where we started. Back is straight, and breathe. Now let's go ahead and do some cat-cows. Again, knees above ankles, soles of the feet flat on the floor, hands anywhere in the lap, what's comfortable for our cat-cows, maybe on the thigh, maybe on the knee. And so once again, for cow, what we do is we arch the back, look up, and inhale. And for cat, we breathe out, we're exhaling. Here, we're rounding the back and looking down. Okay. So inhale, for cat, gazes up, exhale, round the back. Inhale, again, you want that arch in your back. When you're arching the back, the heart is shining forward. Exhale, nice, round the back. So you want to make sure you've got that curvature of the spine here, because when we're doing cat-cow, that's what we're warming up the spine. So let's do a few more. Inhale, gazes up to the ceiling for cow. Exhale, round the back for cat. Let's do 3 more of these at the measure of your own breath. Keep going. Nice. And when you finish that third one, we'll come back to our neutral seat. Knees above ankles, spine is straight. Let's again close the eyes to make sure we are in tune with the breath. On our next inhale, let's pull the right leg in. So we're bending the right leg, hands around the shin. Let's take a couple breaths here. And let's flex the right leg out in front and flex the foot. point the toe, flex foot a few times, maybe move the ankle around, maybe you move the whole leg around in one direction and the other. Come back to a neutral leg with the foot flexed, and this time we'll take hold of the shin and come into our figure 4. So right ankle finds left thigh in our figure 4 shape. Let's go ahead and flex the foot here. And let's bring our hands to heart center or prayer position. So again, that left foot is flat on the floor, left knee over left ankle. The right leg is in our figure 4, right foot is flexed. Hands are at prayer, and now we start to lean or hinge forward. Only as far as you can go. Don't force it. This is where we're getting a nice stretch in the right thigh. If this is not comfortable, you can hold on to your ankle and calf and press yourself forward, or keep your hands in prayer. Continue to flex the foot and hold this position and breathe. Taking an inhale, maybe on your exhale you can fold a little deeper. On our next inhale, let's rise back up, straight, spine is straight. Let's take a hold of the right shin and uncurl the leg. Have it forward, stretch it forward, shake it out, and place right foot on the floor. Let's take the left foot, left knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. Maybe here, we move the ankle around in both directions. That feels good. Just go ahead and extend that left leg forward. Maybe do the same thing. Move the leg around, warming up the thigh, hip socket, and now come to neutral. Let's take a hold of left shin and come to our figure 4 on the left side. Help the ankle find the right thigh. Hands can come to prayer as we sort of get comfortable in this pose, in this shape. Take an inhale and exhale, start to hinge forward, only as far as you can go. Good. You just want to make sure you start to feel a stretch on the left side. Find your edge and then breathe. Maybe on your next inhale, you exhale a little deeper into the pose, or you stay right where you are. Breathing into this part of the body, breathing into this left hip as we start to stretch it. Take an inhale and let's come back up to our neutral seat pose. Use the hands to uncurl, unwind, extend the left foot forward, then let it find the floor. And go ahead and let's windshield wiper the legs. Good. And we'll shake that out. Excellent. Okay, let's come to our neutral pose. Knees above ankles, soles flat on the floor. We'll do some side twists. So on an inhale, arms are up overhead. And this time, we'll take left arm forward, right arm behind us, and we'll start to stretch. or twist, I should say. Twist, 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 twisting from the waist, okay? So not just the neck, we want to twist from the waist, and we want energy in going in both directions. So feel like someone's pulling the right hand, someone's pulling the left hand.
To the right.
We are twisting to the right. So left hand is forward, right hand is behind us, and the gaze can be off the right shoulder. Once you've found your twist, let's go ahead and take a couple breaths here. Inhale back to center. Both arms are up overhead. Take an inhale and exhale that twist on the left side, where right arm is now forward and left arm is behind us. And start to twist from the waist. Maybe you're looking to the left, maybe you're looking over the left shoulder, but you don't want to strain the neck. You want to feel that waist in the twist in the waistline.
Torso.
All the way down torso, all the way down to the waist. Take a couple more breaths here. Extending the hands, stretch out the fingers. Take another breath, and let's come back to center. Hands are overhead, reaching to the ceiling. Take an inhale, and let's exhale, hinge all the way forward. Inhale to halfway lift, let the fingertips find the shins. Exhale, fall forward. And inhale all the way back to our neutral pose. Hands can find the thigh. Excellent. So we're going to stand up and use our chair for support for some of the poses that we've done standing today. So let's go ahead. We'll stand. And you may need to, I think you both have some room. But we're going to come into a downward dog using the chair. I know we've done this using the mat. You may want to keep your chair back there because you're going to need a little bit more room. Because our downward dog, usually, remember downward dog looks like this, our V shape. We're going to do that on the chair. Okay. We're going to stand facing the chair. To the side maybe, or facing it, whatever. Yep, that's probably good, to the side. And then we're going to put our hands on the chair so that you feel a stretch. So you almost want to try and make your V. So yeah, you want to step a little ways back, and you want to feel a stretch in the calves. And so just like our downward dog on the mat, you want to drop the head in between the arms. Your gaze is back towards your feet. You can have, in this pose, you can have your feet flat on the floor, but this is our downward dog position. So let's take a couple breaths here. From here, we'll lift the left leg, right leg back behind us. Right leg is back behind us. Still holding onto the chair, just working on balance. This is right leg lift. Let's set the right leg back down. And if you have the space, we'll do the same thing on the left side. Left leg lift. Go ahead and flex the toes here. Head is still hanging heavy between the arms. And go ahead and bring left leg down. Take a couple breaths in our downward dog. And then let's walk the feet to our chair. And go ahead and come to standing slowly, 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 vertebrae by vertebrae. Let the head be the last thing to come up. Excellent. And now we're going to use the chair to do some of our warrior poses, which we have done before. And so the first one we'll do is our warrior one. And maybe we use the side of the chair this time. And so if you sit on the side of the chair for our warrior one, we want this 90-degree angle. So we're going to start with the left leg forward, foot is flat on the floor, the right leg is behind us.
I gotta go the other way.
Or if you start on the whatever side you start on, we'll make sure to do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're on the angle of the chair. Right foot is sort of parallel. So they're like almost train tracks. So your left foot should be in this position towards the right foot, almost perpendicular, I guess. So the heel is meeting the instep of the right foot. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So this is our warrior one. When you feel secure here, which is knee is over ankle for the left foot. You don't want to stretch out too far. Super. And I know this is not that easy to do. To get in the pose, it's kind of confusing. Take the torso and face it over that left thigh. So what we're doing here is we have a stretch going on with the legs. We also are providing a stretch in the waist when we turn towards the left thigh. Once you're there, we let the arms go up overhead and the gaze can follow. This is our warrior one. Take a couple breaths here. Again, you want to have some energy in the arms because this is strengthening for the arms as well. Take a couple more breaths. And then we're going to come to warrior two. The arms are out like a T. The right arm is behind us, left arm is over left leg, and the gaze is over the left fingers. So looking off those fingertips on the left hand. And go ahead and breathe here. You may feel this in the arms, starting to strengthen the arms. And the last pose we'll do will be, let's take the right foot and come on the ball of the right foot. The ball of the right foot. And then we'll take our arms overhead. So if we were standing, it would look like this. We're on the ball of the right foot. We're sitting. We still want to get that strength that's in the left leg, right foot, balls of the right foot. And this is our crescent warrior. So we've done warrior one, warrior two, crescent warrior. Continue to look up. Hands are like you're holding a big ball above your head. Take another breath and come back to seated in the middle of our chair. Let the arms go overhead. And exhale, hinge forward all the way down. Inhale for halfway lift, fingertips find the shins. Exhale, hinge forward. And on your next inhale, let's come to a neutral seat. Hands find the thighs. And we'll take that sequence on the left side. A warrior one, warrior two, and then our crescent warrior. So I think your seats are okay. I'm going to move mine over a little bit. And this time, left foot finds the back of the mat, or back of the floor. And the right foot is in front. And so again, that right knee is tracking over the right ankle. You want to make sure the sole of the foot is on the floor, so don't have your angle too wide because you want to have some balance there with the right foot. The left foot, again, they look about perpendicular, so that's good. Yep, that's fine. That's good. That's what we want. When you're in this position, what you should be feeling, this is holding me together. This is providing some stability with the right leg. The left leg, I feel some stretch here, but not pain. Now you want to turn the torso in the direction of the right thigh. Direction of the right thigh. When you feel secure in this position, go ahead and let the arms come up overhead. This is warrior one. And breathe here. We're looking over the right leg. Gaze is out front. Arms are reaching up to the sky. You should feel a stretch here around the right thigh. Take a breath and exhale to warrior two. Right hand is forward. Left hand is reaching behind us. And it should feel like you're being pulled in either direction. And so you want that weight sort of balanced. You don't want to be hinging forward or leaning back. Arms are strong here. And breathe. On your next inhale, we'll come into our crescent warrior. This time, come to the ball of the foot on the left. The right leg can stay the same. The left foot is on the ball of the foot. You may have to bring left foot in a little more. So right leg stays the same. Left leg, we're on the ball of the foot. The direction, our waist, torso is over the right thigh. As best you can, wherever you can find the pose in that right direction. Once you're there, let the arms go overhead. And this is our crescent warrior. If it's comfortable for you, you can find a little baby back bend here. But as long as you've got the left foot on the ball of the left foot, you're doing great. We don't want to go too far in this pose. Let's take another breath. Inhale and then exhale. Let's come back to center. Bring the left leg back in to meet the right. Let's find the middle of our seat. Put your hands down by your hips and let's move, window wiper the legs and wash that away from the hips. You may be feeling something in the hips right now. Okay, we can come to a neutral seat. Let's go ahead and take our chair vinyasa. So on an inhale, let the arms rise overhead. Take a baby back bend here. Exhale all the way down, fall forward. Halfway lift on an inhale. Exhale, fall forward. And inhale back to our neutral pose. Hands are on the thighs. And go ahead and take a few breaths here. Okay, let's do a couple more stretches. Let's stretch out the right leg. We'll keep it on the floor, on the heel. The left leg, same neutral pose with left knee over the ankle. Right leg is forward, we're on the heel, flexing the foot, not off the ground, but it's on the ground. And this time, we're going to start stretching over the right knee. And so this is going to provide a stretch all the way to the back of the hamstring. And so we're going to fall forward. Maybe you find some place on the leg for your hands to land. Maybe it's on the shin. Maybe it's the bottom of the foot. Maybe it's the toes of the foot. Wherever you land, remember the right foot is flexed. Once you're in that pose, go ahead and breathe. I know you're probably feeling a stretch in the hamstring. When you have the foot flex, you're also working to stretch the calf muscle. Let your head hang heavy here. And let's take 2 more breaths. Let's inhale slowly back to our neutral pose. Head comes up last. And then let's stretch the left leg out. Flex the foot, right leg is neutral, sole of the right foot is on the floor. Right knee should be tracking over right ankle. Once you have the foot flexed, let's go ahead and start reaching down the left leg wherever you land. Maybe hands find the calf or the shin. Maybe you can go to the toes, but wherever you land, remember the foot is flexed. And in this way, we are providing a stretch for the entire leg. Go ahead and breathe here. Head is heavy between the arms. Remember, deep inhales, deep exhales. On your next inhale, start to come up slowly, 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 vertebrae by vertebrae. Let the head come up last. Bring the leg back in to meet the right. Let's shake them out a little bit. And we'll do one more variation. I think last time we met, we did eagle hands. Now we're going to try and do eagle legs. If you remember, eagle hands kind of went like this. With eagle legs, we're going to take right leg, fold it over the left. If you can, take right toes behind left calf. For eagle leg variation, good, good. Let's go ahead and take the hands to prayer and start to hinge forward in this shape right here. You may have to put the hands out a little bit to clear the knees. These are all leg stretches we're doing. On your next inhale, let's come back up in that pose, and then let's switch legs. So this time, left leg is on top, left toes are behind. You may have to move that leg, left toes are behind. And don't worry if sides of the body don't feel the same. That happens quite a bit. Let's bring the hands to heart center. And once again, we'll start to hinge forward in this eagle variation. Don't forget to breathe. On an inhale, let's slowly come back up. Untangle the legs. Left foot finds right foot. And let's wash that away. Let's take one more vinyasa before we end class. So on an inhale, arms are up overhead. Let's do one more back bend. Gazes up to the sky. Exhale, fall all the way forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Fingertips find the shins. Exhale, fall forward. And an inhale brings you back to center. Hands find the lap. Here in this pose, let's sit up nice and straight. Spine is nice and long all the way through the back of the neck, the head. Hands are on the thighs. And let's breathe. Maybe we do a few shoulder moves here, maybe back and forth, our shoulder shrugs in one direction and then the next direction. And when you're finished with that, we can come back to our neutral seat. Hands are on the thighs. Take a big breath in. And then exhale all the way out, all of the air. One more time, take a big breath in through the nose. And exhale it all the way out. Get rid of all of that air out of the nose. And once you do that, take an inhale, let your hands come to prayer at heart center. I hope you find opportunity today to use that breath that we've practiced for the last 30 minutes. Use it as a way for calming, to bring peace, to steady one's thoughts. And I hope you take your yoga off the mat and into your day. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right. Uh-oh, Mom. What happened?